Hey YouTube, I've got a project going here. I bought two 4x8 sheets of insulation board and I've put it up on my wall, and I've just used a few screws. I wanted as little damage as possible, but when you think about it, it's going to be here forever, so it probably wouldn't have mattered. I know a lot of people just use command strips. There are a couple of command strips up there just because I was doing it by myself and I needed an extra set of hands. But really I just put a few screws to make sure it was sitting flat against the wall. And I'm not going to do just a flannel sheet. I've watched a lot of videos that people have been making design boards, and I tried to learn from all of them. I really like this Owing channel, what she did. And she used this thin insulation board. It's just about, maybe 1/4 of an inch. And she cut out squares, and she used microfiber towels and covered each square, and then affixed it to the wall. I still wanted it to have some thickness to it so that if I had to pin, it would still be okay. So that's why I put the two boards up first, and then I'm going to be covering this in microfiber squares and attaching the squares to this. So that is our next step. So I just wanted to catch you up where I'm at, and I'll meet you at my cutting table so that we can start cutting some squares. So the board was really too big for frame, so I've cut out a stack of 10-inch strips. And from those, we can cut our 10-inch squares. So go ahead and lay this up here. And I'm going to bring it up to the edge so I can cut a nice clean edge. And then come down 10 inches. If you can find larger microfiber towels, that would be great. You wouldn't have to cut as many squares. But the only ones I could find were just a little over 11 inches, and I found that when I unrolled the towels, some of them weren't quite 11 inches. So I decided to make 10-inch squares instead and just work with it as best I could. You can buy it by the yard actually, but it's very expensive. And so it was worth the time. So it was worth the time for me to just cut squares and cover them with a cheaper microfiber towel. So I'm going to continue. I've got a nice little start here. I'm going to continue cutting these, and then I will bring you back when I'm ready to start covering them with the towel. Okay, so I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick this up, but on top of this foam, it's like a very thin layer of vellum, and it's in places, it's not adhered well. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off because I don't want it to release when it's on the wall. So we're just going to pull it off. There's a lot of air pockets in it. Okay, so now that we've got most of it off, there's a couple of tiny pieces there, but they're not really going to matter. So I'm going to grab my glue stick. We're going to go all the way out to the edge and be generous with it. Okay, so typically what I do is I glue them all down, and then I'll go back and I will cut all the edges. And then I'll go back and I will glue them all. But just to give you a quick example, I like to do it that way so that there's a little time for this glue to set up before I'm really messing with it and tugging on it anymore. But I'm just going to cut off the corners. And then I kind of pull it to the edge of the table so I can push this flat against the edge of the board. And then based on how much I can see here to fold over, I go ahead and put just a little bit of glue up here. And then I'm going to stand it up, give it a little shake there to push into that glue, and then fold this up. Okay, and the same thing at this side. Just going to run it across the edge. And I have a little bit more here, so I can put a little bit more glue. I'm going to fold it up again. Give it a little shake to really push it into the glue. And then fold it over. One more side. Okay. And there is one tile complete. So I'm just going to keep working through my tiles. Okay, so now I have peeled off the little stickies, and I have this little small level. So I just bring it right over and I tuck it in. Before I really push down on it, I put my level under here, and I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it is level. And then I can go ahead and stick it down. Okay, and we just grab another. Okay guys, so it is done, and it is 96 by 90. I cut off a few inches just because of the baseboard. So this will hold a nice size quilt though. And just to give you an idea of how great microfiber is, there we go. It will really grip onto fabric, so you can see how long this piece is, and it is still holding it up. If you watch the channel called The Sewing Channel, she is the first person I saw use the microfiber, and she puts an entire pieced quilt top up there. So that's something kind of neat to see if you want to jump over. I'll even link that video for you. So anyway, if I have any issues with this, I will definitely do another video to let you know. But as of right now, I'm very excited about it. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.